Well, I'm very proud. Nathaniel Lucas is a client of the Youth Opportunity Center, which is a portion of Identity. We are an organization. Oh, sorry. Okay. My name is Cedra Squire. I'm a program manager at Identity Youth Opportunity Center. Nathaniel Lucas is a long-time client of ours. Our program serves to a number of youth who are interested in workforce development, GED programs, and various other activities which give them a dignified life and help them progress in a meaningful way. So I'm very thankful that Nate had the maturity today to come along and prepare a statement to advocate for this very important issue.
How are y'all doing? Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, I come forward today with an issue that has plagued our society for generations. I am of course referring to the issue in which all alumni take advantage of their badge and use it not only as an excuse to assault African American and Latino males, but who appear to look like a minority. Do not misjudge my speech as an issue on racism, because that is not always the case. I am talking about police brutality. There have been many cases of police brutality through the decades, such as the 1968 Orangeburg Massacre, in which 9 police officers fired upon an unarmed group of protesters, killing 3, injuring 28, and causing the miscarriage of 1 woman. In many of these cases, officers are charged or not charged due to lack of evidence or acquitted. Examples such as the 1991 Rodney King beating, in which the officers were acquitted, resulted in the 1992 Los Angeles riots. The 2009 murder of Oscar Grant, an African-American male who was shot in the back while on the ground by a BART police officer, is another example of unnecessary force. Though there are cases in which there are repercussions for an officer's actions, it doesn't change the issue and it does not stop the attacks. As a young African-American male, I would like to feel safe knowing that officers are here to ensure our safety, not play judge, jury, and executioner on the spot. Of course, we also cannot forget about the 2014 death of Eric Garner, who was murdered by an officer. The event was caught on tape, but after 2 months and a substantial amount of evidence, the grand jury decided not to indict the officer responsible for Garner's death. With no justice, many feared that Garner had died in vain. Following the grand jury decision, there was protest and outcry all over the nation. After decades of brutality and injustice, many began to question the justice system. Many felt as if it were more broken than we began to suspect. Even in Maryland, there were cases of brutality and excessive force, like the 2012 arrest of Calvin Kyle, who after being shot in the back by an officer and handcuffed, he was paralyzed from the waist down. Though the officer was found guilty, it was for a lesser crime, whereas Kyle was to spend the rest of his life in a wheelchair. We are all told to trust the system. We are all told to trust the law. We are all told to trust our officers, but how are we to trust those who may plot our very downfall? I do believe that somewhere in our broken system that justice will prevail, but until we are shown actions that convince us otherwise, there is nothing but evidence to the contrary that does nothing but add insult to injury. Maryland is not exempt of this brutality, such as the 2008 murder of Tyrone Brown. He was a Marine who, after serving his country, he was shot by an off-duty officer simply for flirting. I speak for all those who have had injustice done to them by our serving officers. They simply believe that because they carry a badge and a gun, that our lives belong to them. They are here to protect us, but after approximately 94 confirmed cases of police brutality in the United States, I believe that the lines have become very blurred. Although I cannot speak from a personal experience, I am not blind to this situation. Police brutality is an injustice to rights and morals, and it has gone far enough. Thank you very much.